Hello, I'm Martin Kelley, Senior Editor of Friends Journal, and today I'm with Melissa Valentine, who is a writer living in Oakland, California. And Melissa has an article in the just off press issue of Friends Journal, The Experiences of Friends of Color. And hers is near the front. It's an ode to my Quaker father. So thank you for joining us, Melissa.
Thank you for inviting me.
Sure. And people can go online and hear you actually reading the whole piece, which is just wonderful. So everyone go to the website and do that. But also, you write here very movingly. I'm just going to read for you here just a little piece here from the second stanza here. Religion, like race, is demanded. What are you? And you struggle to explain. How has that question shaped you over time? What are you? It's such an existential question.
Yeah, it is. I've been getting that question ever since I was a little girl. That section of the piece I wrote, I say I'm 5 years old. I've been getting it for a long time. And funny enough, I still get it. And so how has it shaped me? Well, it's made me think about um, who I am and what I am. And made me think about that beyond race too. So it's been a nice challenge actually to be asked such a big question, starting at a young age. I have the opportunity to kind of define myself, and of course, being biracial. I come from two different, very different backgrounds. Especially my mom being from the South and my dad being from the East Coast, and two different religions and two very different cultures. So I think it gives me sort of a just a broader perspective of the world. I think I have a more open mind because of it. Um, so I don't know if that answers your question, but I think that's kind of how it shaped me.
And did it? And you grew up in a Quaker meeting, and your dad was a Quaker, I guess, old time Quaker, generations back kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's been cool to learn about some of my ancestors actually, my Quaker ancestors. Um, and I think part of what makes it interesting for me as a biracial person, having my mom, her legacy is slavery. And then on the other hand, our Quaker side, we're abolitionists, which has always been kind of a point of pride for me. I think one of my great aunts, can't remember her name right now, but she started one of the first schools for African American children. And she wrote a book. I wish I could remember her name right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, so I have a lot of pride
Right.
about that. So
Right. Well, we can put in the show notes there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and has it been a gift? I wonder, because I'm also thinking, I've walked into Quaker meetings, and I didn't grow up Quaker, no genealogy or anything, but I'll
Hmm.
walk into meetings and people ask, well, did you go to Swarthmore or Haverford? And so it's sort of people make these assumptions the other way around sometimes too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is it a gift to have to answer that question and not have people be able to, assume and perhaps assume wrongly?
Um, well, since I'm not really an active Quaker anymore, I don't get the chance to answer that question. And because when you look at me, you don't assume that you don't
Right.
assume I'm Quaker, so it's the total opposite for me. It's kind of like, well, what are you doing here? Which is part of why I've stepped away from it a little bit, because I did feel a little bit out of place. And finding my place in like a spiritual setting has been a bit of a challenge, feeling like I belong somewhere. So I don't get asked those questions. It's more like I feel a need to kind of explain why I'm here in the first place.
Were there any moments that sort of you kind of gave up Quaker meeting that way, do you
It
think?
didn't really happen. Like, it wasn't a one day I decided I'm going to give up on this. I feel like it's always been a part of me and probably will always be a part of me. And actually, I have been looking into going to meeting in Oakland. I've been looking for some meetings, and I read about going to the People of Color Meditation Center. So I am not sort of, I'm very interested in sort of contemplative practices and meditation and, having a spiritual experience in that quiet way. I'm very attracted to that. Um, So
So maybe we'll see you in meeting here one day.
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was looking for one, and that's sort of why that's how I found the Friends Journal, actually. It was sort of random. It was through Twitter. I decided I need to start working on my author platform. I joined Twitter, and I don't know how I came across the Quaker Twitter feed, and then I came across you guys' Twitter feed, and I saw that you were looking for Friends of Color submissions, and I thought, well, I definitely have something to say about that. And it is actually a big thread in my memoir that I'm writing. So I took some sections from the memoir, and then sort of created this new piece. And it sort of just flowed out of me. But that's how I found it. And once I found the journal, I started looking at, if there were any Quaker meetings in Oakland. So,
Oh, sure. There's a
yeah,
couple of really great. Well, I can think of two or three meetings in the Bay Area there that are just
yeah,
totally wonderful. So you
yeah,
should definitely check them out. Many
I'm
good friends
sure.
that I know from there, so
I'm sure.
you should definitely check it out. Well, that's I think about all the time, and I wish you had told us about learning it through Twitter before our board meeting. I could tell them just how wonderful the Twitter has been. But
Yeah,
Melissa, again, is a writer in Oakland, and she's in this issue of Friends Journal. And if you go online, friendsjournal.org, you will hear her reading there. And you can also sign up for our podcasts. It'll show up on the podcast feed for Friends Journal. So thank you, Melissa, for writing and for recording a podcast and for recording this interview.
absolutely. Thank you so much for including me.
Okay, great. Well, we'll see you on Twitter.
Yeah,
Okay,
or maybe at a friends meeting in Oakland soon.
let's hope. Okay,
All
thanks,
right.
Melissa.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.